Yeah. And so there's three really kind of key disqualifying questions that 90% of the people, that if you ask these three questions and you get responses, that you can disqualify them. And so the first one is, why are you thinking of selling? And they're like, I don't know, I'm just kind of checking to see what folks are willing to pay for it, or I'm just kind of interested to see what kind of offers I can get, or like if they're just talking about like, it's basically a fact-finding mission for them. That's why they're working with you, and you're going to be the deal offering monkey that's going to do all the work and then tell them what you're willing to pay for them. You're not looking for that. You're not looking to do that. What you want to do is you're looking for somebody that has motivation, that they want to sell, that they have some type of issue. On the deals that we've done, Nitro, West Virginia, the seller's father contracted COVID, unfortunately, and passed away. Seller lives in 5 states away, had no interest in selling it, had no interest in going through the hoops of selling it. They just wanted to be done with it. And they loved the idea that we were able to come. Chino Valley, Arizona, seller has a very good full-time job, was making good money, was not focused on the facility. Facility was very much under market. And because of an accident, he lost his eyesight in one of his eyes. Is that a major health issue? Absolutely. Major, right? So he wanted to be done with it. He didn't care. He wanted to be done with it. Clay Center, woman that we bought it from, school teacher, very nice woman, did not like the storage business. Her husband passed away, looking to just be done with it. Another thing, that's motivation. One that we're buying right now in Joplin, Missouri. I have another facility. This one needed a lot of work. They didn't have the money. They've been trying to fix it up here and there. It needed some CapEx repairs. It's not a good looking facility. We're looking to put $400K for CapEx and other costs and such. So we're gonna make this thing look new. They didn't either have the money or didn't want to use the money to be able to fix it up. They had motivation. So that's a big part. Why are you thinking about selling? You can't create motivation. You can ask the questions to see if they have it, but they either are going to have it or they're not going to have it based upon their circumstances. And what we offer is simple, fast, easy, quick closing. We're going to get you your cash. We're not going to mess around. We're not going to drag you through 12 months of showings and all that. We're going to get you the money, but we also have to buy it properly. Mr. Jones, if you're looking to get every single dollar, top dollar, and you're willing to wait 6 to 12 months to get it, maybe even longer, we're not your best bet. We're here to be able to offer you a fair price and be able to close quickly and to be able to have you move on, use that cash for XXYZ, and be able to work with you. So that's a big piece to it. And then the next part, again, as I talked about in the previous slide, how soon would you be looking to sell? You want to look for motivation. If they say, I want to sell like yesterday, that's the type of people you want to talk. People are like, I don't know, maybe in the springtime, maybe on this, maybe that. Those are not the type of people. So urgency, that's a big thing. And then the third part, as I mentioned before, what are you going to do with the money when you sell? What are you going to do with the money? If they're like, I don't know, I'll just stick with the rest, or if they're like, man, I'm going to get I just talked to a seller just recently. They're like, you know what? This was actually for a mobile park. I'm getting into mobile parks, mobile home parks as well. And he was like, you know what? I want to sell this and get into self-storage. I'm like, no way, Mr. Jones. I'm actually more of a self-storage owner than I am these parks. Parks I just recently started to get into. Mr. Jones, and this is down the road, but if we're able to put together a deal, not only will I be able to get you your cash and buy this park, but I'm going to give you resources to be able to take that money that you're going to get from this park and be able to put it into self-storage. I'm going to get you the contacts. I'm going to tell you what websites. I'm going to go all that. And you know what? You don't even have to charge that. That is a part of the purchase price fee. That's part of what I'm happy to do that for you. He was all excited. Now he's got not just a reason or a thought that he has with his money, but now he's got somebody that's already doing it that is now going to say, I'm going to help you and hold your hand and get you started, get you some resources. Is he going to be more likely to sell after I said that to him than less likely? Absolutely. I'm helping him. And Wagner says that a lot, right? Like helping people get what they want, you'll get everything that you want. It's like a Zig Ziglar, like one of his most famous his quotes that he says. And that's it. If you look at that in that way, then Yeah. So anyway, so that's kind of what I'm looking at. So, and then what are you gonna do with that money when they sell? This is a great question too, to qualify for seller financing. If they're like, I don't know, they're like, man, you know, the returns are here. That's a problem. I don't even know what to put this in that's going to be able to get me the same kind of returns that I'm getting for storage. I'm like, Mr. Jones, you know what? That is an excellent point. And so we actually have a program where the sellers can actually be the bank. Haven't you always wanted to, you know, own your own bank, Mr. Jones? You know, and say, hey, you know what? We're actually going to be able to, you know, give you a nice down payment at closing. If you don't know what you want to do with your money, we'll actually pay you 4% interest only. And what we do is we normally do it for a 2 to 3 year term. And we're going to give you interest only payments. And then at the end of that 2 to 3 year term, after we're able to do the kind of updates and, you know, improve it or whatever XYZ is, then, you know, we're going to refinance out or we're going to sell it and we're going to pay you back that full amount of the purchase price minus the down payment amount. And all of that 4% interest rate, which is going to be you know, $700 a month, that's in your pocket rent. That's in your pocket. You know, that you're going to be able to get that's extra on top of the purchase price. You know, we were talking about, you know, you're really wanting to get this amount. I can't pay you this, but I can pay it to you if you're willing to take it over time. If you're willing to work with me on terms, I'm willing to work with you. And so it's a great pitch into seller financing. If they don't know what they want to do with their money, or they're just like, you know what, you know, I really have been having some income on this. So to lose that income, well, how about that? You know, the income's probably not going to be as high as what you're getting right now because you're managing it and you're dealing with everything, all of it. But you can be able to get X amount. That's mailbox money. You literally have to do nothing in order to get it. And we're going to make those payments to you every single month. And then at the end, you're going to get the full amount of the purchase price. How's that sound? And so kind of drilling down, finding out if they don't know what to do with their money is a great segue into seller financing.